on that. So you're saving half the price to have a 5% tighter consistency score. Everything else is the same. End of day trailing drawdown, 6 accounts, like I said. Max loss limit is 4%. Daily loss limit, 2%. It's all the same. So these accounts are really for people who are looking for a cheaper, instant funded option. Not really concerned with the amount that you can take as a payout. Because, I mean, to me, still 6K payout is still 6K. You've reached the target on the 50Ks. You take 1,000 each. 6K is great payout. I think that these really could be the new thing. Like, these accounts could blow up for sure. I'm going to bring Tanner on here as we take a look. This long trade's popping for me a little bit here. Let's see what he's got. Is Tanner in a trade?
I'm long.
Okay. Good morning.
Dude, this is one of those scenarios where I was like, dude, if I don't get long here at the open, I'm probably fucked the entire day. Like, literally, that's how it feels, because I actually got long RTY though. I do not, you know me, I need market structure to work with. RTY is the only thing that hasn't gone into all-time highs. And I guess YM technically hasn't tested it. But like NQ, you know, it's blown out the water. I have nothing to work with. So
I bought the retest of the CPI VWAP at 830, and then I added into it a little bit. So I'm trading off of the CPI VWAP. That's what I'm doing.
Nice. Yep. If you throw up my screen, I have a really nice, actually 5-minute bar right into VWAP on RTY. Look at this fucking 5-minute hammer.
Yeah, look at that.
I'm just aiming for data highs. Really simple.
Yeah, same. So we're like
I have a little bit of red because I accidentally like hopped in with 3 contracts right away, and I was like, "Oh shit, wrong button!" And then I went and I just quickly cut it and then went to 1 because I was like, "Oh shit, my risk is way too big with 3 that I didn't even realize." So
I mean,
that's where that 24 comes from.
My take profit's basically the same idea here. I have look at this, bro. I have 1,100 contracts at 68.30, which is I have a take profit in at 30 1/4. So I'm thinking that's going to want to pull us higher here.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm on the Ignite accounts, so I'm only able to make 375 on these accounts.
For nice.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's why I got this like size, and that's why I'm here. Closed 1 contract. George is long. Austin, when is Project X adding trade evade? Santiago. So Project X. Hold on. Let's see if this goes here.
No, wait. Project X adding trade evade? That doesn't make sense.
There we go. 366.
Nice. Killer. Good work.
Jeez, that was easy.
Killer. Love that. Love the easy Friday mornings where just like, okay.
Max profit done. AJ 1 and done. Nice. AJ, I can't wait to meet you, buddy. AJ's been grinding. You know, it's cool, bro. You're a part of this too, Tanner. Like when we do these events, you see people in your community showing up. Then they come to the event. You're like, oh, brother, come. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be cool. So you're making money together all the way up for the next 8 months until the event.
Yeah. Yeah.
So back to Santiago's question, because you mentioned it too. Trade evade is separate. Trade evade is coming to top 1. Top 1 is getting that agreement in place right now. I think it should be any day, really. So Trade Evade is separate from Project X. Project X is owned by other traders. Michael Patak, I think, is an owner with them. They're like a separate entity from Trade Evade. Trade Evade is more closely associated with Ninja Trader. So think of them as 2 separate things, not the same. Project X and Trade Evade are not the same.
Yep.
Okay. Are you out?
No, I got a ways to go. I don't even know if I'll get up there. RTY does this sometimes, dude. It's just so slow. What I'm worried about is we just won't even get up here because sometimes RTY with data, it just like it does this. It gets really close to like these like mini highs here. It might come somewhere in here and then just fail. But I love the setup. It's pullback to VWAP right here. I also have a level here. It's a confluence for me. So when I have level and VWAP, I have to take it. So I'm going to let it fully play out. It might take a long ass time, but I'm only risking $330. I don't really care. It's not that, and it's been an insanely good week. The last thing I do, like literally I wrote in my pre-market plan today, it's been a great week. Like, don't be aggressive. Don't be the hero today. It's the last thing I need to, think about.
What should we talk about first? Should we talk about your giveaway or should we talk about the 20K trade?
Let's do the giveaway a little bit later. We'll talk about the 20K trade. Yeah.
Talk us through it. 1,500 to 19,000, bro. That is a fucking flip. Bro.
It was 1,500 to 20K, $19,000 profit, which is insane.
Excuse me, everybody. Sorry.
Yeah. So no, actually, the story's sick.
Man, don't short the Jew is $1,000. Right?
It was pretty dope. So it was on what day was it? Wednesday, I think. The day we dumped and went down. I think it was Wednesday.
This week.
Anyways,
Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday.
Tuesday this week. Okay. So yeah, what day was that actually?
I'm looking right now on my daily report card. Hold on.
Let's see.
No, it was Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah, okay, Wednesday. So Wednesday, I was short. I had a level retest. Actually, I'll pull it up on my screen if you guys want to look, so I can kind of show you here on the charts. Let's go to 15-minute here on NQ. This was Thursday. Here's the dump. Okay. So where is that big spike down? Here it is. I'm sorry, guys. Okay.
No, take your time.
So here it is right here. We're coming down. This 15-minute chart. This range here. I was watching this range in the morning, and basically I actually played initially the long off of this, I think, tail into 180.
Bro, I had a long in the first.
I played the long here at the open on like my top 1 accounts. And then once we dump and cracked and really went, I was like, oh, okay, this might be like a bigger like range breakdown because it was an inside day on the daily chart. That's what it came down to. So remember on the daily chart this day, it was this little teeny bar. So it was the breakdown of this bar. And I was like, okay, maybe we come and run like down here at 950s. That was my target. I was like, we break down these 200s, we run to 950s. That was like the plan on it. So back to the 5-minute here. We got that dump. I actually got short initially right here, but only one contract. It was SPX. I was like, yeah, I don't think so. Like, whatever. And then it started to go a little bit. And then we got this big bounce. And I noticed, I was like, it bounced here at 25.050. And like my level is 25.24. I was like, I feel like this is a fake bounce. So then we bounced back up right into the 180 area again. And I was like, you know what? Here's the retest to 180. I'm going to send it with 10 contracts now. And if we pop back above this 206 or whatever, like I'll just get out and like take my stop. So got short here at him. And then I'm on the call with Lawrence and Brian chatting. See, you know, it's doing its thing down here. When we break low a day, I'm up $5,000 already. And I'm like, oh fuck, dude. I'm like, that's pretty solid. But I wanted
more.
I wanted more. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I just wanted more. I was like, you know what? It happened so quick too. I was making breakfast when this happened. So I was like, oh shit, that happened really, really fast. And then it bounced here again. And I was like, all right, once it gets back to here, I'm basically break even now. I'm like, fuck, I want to go from up 5K to break even. I'm like, okay. I know how 0DTE goes though. I'm like, all right, let's see kind of what happens here. Then we got the lower high, starts to go. And I'm on the call with Brian and Lawrence, and it gets towards the lows here. And I'm like, all right, here we go. It's make or break. I'm getting ready to close it. And then literally like we're all looking and like chatting and just like cracking up. And then all of a sudden we're like, oh, something's going on with the tape. And then all of a sudden it just like drops. And I'm like, oh shit. And I run over to Robinhood and I look to sell, and I look and I'm up $12,000. And I was like, oh shit. And then like my limit orders are just like freaking out, like going up and up. And so I just throw out a limit order at 19. I'm not even thinking about what I paid for I paid $1.50 for the contracts. And my contracts now are at $19 each. Not even thinking about the math on that, the ROI, the P&L. I'm just like, oh, put the limit order out, like get out, like sell into spikes. If you're trading options, you have to sell into the premium spike because that's like it's like a free gift basically if you can do that. It's really hard to do that though because it happens so quick. Like this 5-minute bar happened so fast actually down here. And then I look and it just like order filled and I didn't even realize. And I look down and I'm like, oh my God, I made $19,000. And they're like, what? And I was like, oh my God, I'm in 19K. And like, I don't really get that euphoric over wins anymore. Cause it's like, I know my risk reward. I know what I'm aiming for. If I hit like a good winner, I'm like, sick, cool. That planned out. This, I got euphoric because it was so unexpected. And I was like, oh shit. So yeah, I looked and I made fucking $19,000 off $1,500.
It's a sick flip, bro.
It was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane.
Then rewind a month ago when you were like, nothing's working. I'm ready to chop my hands off.
Dude, I know you actually made such a good point. This looks great, by the way, so far. You made such a good point. It's like sometimes, yeah, trading feels like a reality TV show for me with my emotions. Because yeah, last month, like, you know, I blew my live account, lost 15K in that account. But also is weird too. I was talking to Lance about this yesterday. Was like, because he was like, holy shit, dude, crazy month. Like, he's like, didn't you just have a shitty month last month or like kind of like go through it? And I was like, yeah. I was like, so it was weird. I lost that live account, but I had my Apple trade finally hit and I realized the profits on that big Apple trade. I was like, so mentally I felt like shit, but monetarily I was fine.
Right.
And then Lance is like, LOL, welcome to the life, bro. He's like, that's exactly how it is.
So true.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, this month actually I'm going to celebrate tonight. My buddy works at like a super nice hotel down here called the Montage.
Mhm.
And he's like a server at like one of the nice restaurants. So me and Brooke are gonna go have like a crazy dinner tonight. And then I think if I have the wild hair, I think I'm gonna go see a dubstep show and buy a table for me and a few of my friends.
Where's it at?
It's at Avalon in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a cool little theater. So
I feel like the Avalon's kind of famous.
yeah, it's pretty dope. But I think it's like an opera theater or some shit. I could be wrong. I don't know. Like an old.
Yeah, but nowadays they'll flip it into anything. You can bring in.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look at the exchange, the LA Stock Exchange, right? Like now that's a venue for EDM, and it's pretty dope. So
yep. The chat's giving you a lot of love too, bro. So when that guy was around trolling you, where's he at now?
Oh, classic. He's gone, dude. Yeah, I should show him
that one, dude.
I should show him my month. You know what? I do want to say this though too. It's like I had like so many milestones this month, and I'm really grateful for it. This month, I'm gonna make a reel about it eventually, but I hit a crazy. I haven't even told you this yet. I hit a crazy entrepreneur milestone this month. When I left my corporate job, ironically, 6 years ago, I just posted about it on Tuesday. 6 years ago, full time, I was making $70,000 a year at my corporate job. This month, I just cracked over 73 grand, like total between everything.
Congrats.
So I was like, holy shit, dude! I replaced my old corporate salary in 1 month. Like I was like for the whole year used to be. So. Not saying that to brag. I'm just stoked.
Bro,
I'm grateful for it. Like, yeah, I'm like,
that's a huge milestone. I feel like that the monthly income passing the yearly income is almost bigger than the million. It's you do business long enough, you'll make $1 million. Everyone will make $1 million.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean,
get the monthly income up over the yearly income. The problem with that is it desensitizes you a little bit to the money the more you do that.
Oh yeah, I'm fucked.
And you start getting mad at yourself when you're having a 30K month instead of a 70K month.
I know. Like, I don't want to fall into that. I do not.
But that's what's always good about all of us, talking and sharing like as we all grow together, our like circle of people. It's like you can't let that, none of us succumb to that like lifestyle creep. No one in our group is making more money, buying more cars, buying more watches. They're doing the right stuff. They're buying more options. They're doing more investing. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make that money, make more money. Yeah.
For sure. And this is something I've actually been thinking about too, because like I'll probably get I have a fucking lease right now and it's up next year. Like, and I've been thinking, I was like, I'll probably get something like nice that I kind of want, but like I don't want it. I'm not gonna do the whole influencer thing of like, here's my car, all my reels are car reels now, or this type of shit. I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna be like, cool, work my ass off. Maybe I'll buy like a $70,000 car or something like that. Not a Urus, not a, I can't even afford that yet.
No, you say you say that though, but you know what, bro? A 70K truck's like my basic, it's like a decent pickup truck nowadays.
I know, exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm used to driving expensive now. I'm fucking used to driving my my fucking 2024 Honda HRV Sport, bro. It's like a $30,000 car, $35,000 car. And I'm like, oh shit, I made 70 grand this month. I could buy 2 of those in a month. That's kind of weird.
It's crazy. But like, how often do you like you see people with that like exit a company worth hundreds of millions of dollars and they're still driving a Honda. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, it's like what's important to you,
Yeah, for sure. I will say, as much as people talk shit on him, like I love that Jay Dunn does the humble Honda that he has. He has this old Honda Accord that he drives all the time still, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. So
yeah, 70K. Lance in the chat's talking shit. 70K is a beater truck. It really is nowadays. If you
I know. You see, exactly. I don't know shit, bro. Like I know.
No, it's crazy. And especially if you work from home, like I get in the truck like once a week. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm home all the time. Everything is delivered. Like it's crazy how expensive.
Well, yeah, that's why like I'm thinking too. I'm like, what do I need? Right? I'm like, have you guys seen that? There's a gift.
You need to travel. Let me tell you what you need to do.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, you know me. I do travel all the time.
That's what I'm saying. You should be gone, bro. You like Randy's doing Mexico with take Brooke and go, bro.
The problem is Brooke has a brick and mortar business though, and so it's like it's really hard for me to be like, hey, I'm gonna go fuck off in.
Well, it's not hard to cut them hoes off. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. But dude, when you have a kid, it changes a lot of like what you can do as far as like you and your significant other. So when you're like when Riley and I we did Italy twice, like we did Colorado 3 times in a year. Like we did a lot of traveling.
Yeah. I mean, we'll travel. I mean, we have been traveling, and the next year there's a bunch of shit already kind of on the menu for traveling. So.
Speaking of which,
Yeah,
tickets are on sale. Good boot camp. Tanner will be there. Tanner's actually slinging some tickets too.
I am. Yeah, you guys should use my code instead of Austin's. Everyone use code STRONG.
Yep. Support Tanner. Use code STRONG.
Code STRONG.
We've sold, bro, almost as many tickets. We're very close to selling as many tickets as we sold for the entire event last year. We're like 10.
Oh God, it's only been
and it's not even the year of the event yet, bro.
I've posted about it on my story like twice. I feel like we haven't even posted that much about it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Awesome though.
Yeah.
We're getting a little pullback here. We overshot the highs, getting a pretty bearish bar, not gonna lie, but well, at least for Qs, NQ, and everything else.
Your RTY is moving higher. ES is
yeah, exactly. So it might just diverge. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the catch-up trade that I kind of like. Is I want to see this go. I want to see this like run the highs. I'd like to see this go past this shit, dude. I need the news in the next 10 minutes. What do we have at the top of the hour?
It's at 9:45. We had something I think more important than the 10 o'clock. Friday 10 o'clock is always that Michigan sentiment, but we had flash and services and manufacturing PMI. That's what we had.
PMI. Okay. Yeah, this is just so. See, this is what I fucking hate about RTY, dude. Like, I'll sit here and just it's paint drying, and then eventually it might just puke and die, and I'm like, wow, I just sat there for 50 minutes watching it.
Google's up 2%, bro. Triple Qs are up 2%. Nvidia's up almost 2%. So tech is mixed right now. Mixed. Tesla's down 1.5%. Meta's flat. Apple's flat. Amazon's a little green. So tech's a little mixed. So
yeah, I don't really got all the big names are next week. We have a lot of them. We had Tesla this week. That was it for earnings. And then Netflix. That's right. And then but next week we got all of my leaps have earnings next week. It's like, I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, it's gonna be a fun week then.
It's gonna be a fun week. It's either I'm gonna be euphoric or be like, fuck, I lost 10K. It's gonna be like one of those probably. But I have enough time on most of them where like the one earnings announcement won't really like impact it that much. But God, I'm banking on Apple to break out to all-time highs and just rip.
It is at all-time highs, is it not?
Well, yeah, it is. I'm sorry, but like a real breakout, like
if it goes to 300 on earnings, people are going to lose their mind.
Oh, well, I don't think it'll go to 300, but if it goes to like 275 at least or 280, like that would be
stupid. That company, it's not even innovating. They're just buying back their own shares. I just am so nervous about that. I had this guy. I don't know if you know him. His name's Trader Nick. He's been a friend of mine for a long time. He's based in Atlanta. He's like a macro guy, equity guy. Forex guy. He trades a lot of different asset classes. He's not just a futures prop trader kind of guy. And he has this cool software where they basically take all the important data that's too complicated for people like you and me to understand, of like interest rates and this, and he has this dashboard that simplifies it. So you can see correlated assets, how they may perform. You can see retail versus institutional positioning and stuff like that. So it's very interesting on like the macro. And he says, he's like 100% certainty AI is in a bubble. The thing about that, though, is once you realize it's in a bubble, that doesn't have anything to do with when the bubble pops. It can be 5-10 years, literally. So
for sure.
He told me this crazy story. Ben Bernanke, in 1995 or 6 or 7, something like that, 3 or 4 years ahead of the dot-com bubble, the Fed president, Bernanke at the time, said in the financial markets, in the stock market, there's irrational exuberance. So he said that about the tech bubble, and it went higher for 4 more years. The stock market tripled after he said that. That's the Fed president, supposedly the smartest economist there is. So fuck what you heard, bro. Stock go from left to right up. That's all you need. Caveman math. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy how bubbles can go way higher just because your dumbass realized that it's over. Doesn't mean it's the top.
All right, I might regret this, but
I like it.
Let's have some fun on the Friday.
ES took its New York VWAP. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna do this one and done regardless. I don't really care. So
I'm stealing the screen. Let me just real quick
take it.
Trade here, everybody. For recap, there's some questions in the IFVG TV chat. So the long that I was in this morning, I was in it pre-market, first entry off of the retest of the yellow CPI VWAP. So I anchor the VWAP to the CPI candle. I added in as we started to come higher here, now making higher lows. I like that the pullback here is basically halfway of the news bar. That holding tells me, the 50% retracement holding tells me I may be right. Once we took VWAP strong here, And then at the open, we started to see it lift. And then you can see the exit at 30. That trade put me up almost to max daily profit on the Ignite accounts. I'm copy trading 6 of these, everybody, and they're coming back on Monday for you guys. They're not going to be available for long, so be ready to grab them Monday. They're going to be 179, the cheapest instant funded account in the game by far. The only thing you got to do with these, because they have a 15% consistency score instead of a 20, make sure if you're trading 50Ks, you have 375 as your max personal daily profit target. If you're trading the 100K, just take the profit target, divide it by or multiply it by 0.15. Multiply the profit target by the consistency percentage to know how much money you should make on any day in order to stay within the consistency rule. And remember, with the consistency score, it doesn't matter how much you lose. You can lose all the drawdown in a day and then still make payout by meeting the consistency score. So it's easier than the way they had the ESS with the Ignite accounts before. They got rid of the ESS completely, which is really, really good for us. So I think you guys will love this. These are going to be available on Monday. They're saying now for like a week. That's it. I was trying to push them to do it for longer, honestly, and they're now saying a week. I think that's super quick, but it is what it is. They just don't want it. They want to know their numbers, when they're putting out a new account type that no other firm is offering, and that's super, super competitive in price. They want to know their numbers before they have to then take stuff away, so I understand why they're doing it though.
The whole consistency score thing, like that people that like don't know how to navigate it and stuff. The beauty of Project X is, you just literally put in the personal daily profit target. That's why even on mine, even for the normal ones, like I have if you pull up my screen, I got my personal daily profit target. It's $1,800. Like I don't want to make more than that consistency wise. Cause I'm like, can I make more than that in a day? Yeah. Is it a common thing that I do? No. Like, it's like right here, you can see it. I'm shooting for 1,500. Like I'm around that area generally of like, okay, that's kind of like my solid, move on. And then I try to keep my daily loss limit about half of that. I know it's a little bit more, but it just like,
Oh, see, I'm way riskier than that. I have my daily loss limit almost twice the size of my profit. I want to stay in the game, bro. So
yeah, well, see, risk reward. I know it just doesn't make sense to me. I need at least almost like a 2-to-1.
No, so, I know. So Troy says 15% consistency. Fuck off. Well, for Troy's in the Black Shirt Club. Troy, and he'll be at the event. You'll meet Troy next year. Troy's a really great trader. He's already taken a lot of payouts. I would say these Ignite accounts are not for people that have taken payouts already, honestly. They're for the new trader that wants to get into the prop game at a really cheap price. For someone like Troy, he needs to max his profit. So he needs no payout caps, if anything. He should be with a firm. He should be pre-live really with Top One. So he gets the daily. He's at that point in his journey. I think these Ignite accounts are not for that person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. This is accumulating not too bad. It's just super fucking slow. I wonder if the data actually, rips us. Again, like I just love anytime I have a confluence of at least 2 things. That's what a confluence is. I'm like, I got to try it. And what I loved here at the open for confluence wise, structure. Look at this retest of this structure. We pinned right into it. And this was also a VWAP pin. So that's a confluence for me, right? I have both of those. So I'm like, all right, I have to try this. Like that's kind of my rule now that I've learned from a lot of my trading is like when I have a confluence of like VWAP in something, maybe it's a key level or it's near-term volume point of control. If I have a triple confluence, I'm like, dude, I need to put some fucking money into this, right? But like at least 2, like because that's what a confluence is, right? 2 areas intersecting. I'm like, all right, I got to try it. I got to go for it. So. It could fail. Totally still could fail, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but I like that reasoning.
What
are you doing for your giveaway? What do we need to do for that?
Yeah, let's do it. So I got a duck race ready to go. Let me share this tab. Should be go. So everyone that used my code this entire week, I'm giving away 6 50K straight to funded accounts. So the top 6 people will get it. So there's 47 people that use my code this week, and we're all set. Top 6, yes. So I'll have to look at that. Yes,
run it.
Look at the full.
Run it.
All right, let's do it. Let's do 15 seconds, and let's suspenseful. Yeah, you got the ones that are too fast. They're not fun.
No, I agree.
All right, and they're off.
I'm taking green at the bottom. Oh, he's gone. I'm gone. I'm not. It's not even 5 seconds.
Oh, dude. Oh, Urshil. Oh, who's? Oh, the Rudolph. Cody. Cody, the sprinter. Oh, dang. All right, Cody. Let's see. Can I see the full thing here? Okay, so here we go. Cool. So Cody, Christian C, Kale S, Aaron G, Ronnie O, and Urshil. Top 6.
Nice.
So congrats, guys. I will have Cam reach out to you guys and set you all up with the 50K straight to funded accounts. Let's make sure we get these all going. Screenshotted. Boom. Cool. Good to go.
Very nice. Congrats. And everybody, we're doing another giveaway in a few minutes for our ASFX TV subscribers. You have to be an ASFX TV subscriber to be in our giveaway. I put the link to put your name on the giveaway list in the chat for those people right now. We've got over 170 people live today, so we should have a good group of names on there. And then also another top 1 futures account will be given away, 50K instant funded. But I like the longs. I know some of the chat is long ES. I mean, if you look at this, it's buyers maintaining control, sellers try to take it, holds news VWAP, holds New York VWAP, probably getting another break out of this opening range high here.
Yeah, it's looking it's just slow. And there was data.
Is that data?
That was data.
Yeah,
there's the data. Do we get it here? Or am I about to get fucking cucked? Let's see.
53.6 forecast 54.5. Who cares? But it's out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there was the spike. Instantly failed at 25.40 for RTY. Not a fan of that because again, this
I hate that.
I hate that when because I literally called this earlier. I was like, we might get up in here and it might do some bullshit.
Yep.
But I'm just gonna let it play out. I'll either lose the $1,000 or fucking, I'm just gonna let it play out. I'm over it.
Yep.
What am I supposed to do?
Bookmap's got orders above on ES 10 points higher. Like also down below, but there's still orders above too that may want to fill on ES that should pull you up.
Let's go to a 15-second time frame.
That'll help.
Look at some. That'll help.
Stephen Brooks took a long on VWAP, closed at the top, taking 9K lucid payout. That's my dog, Stephen.
There you go, dude. Good shit, bro.
I think you met him. Remember, he's a skinny white dude. You met at the. No, that doesn't help, but he's like he was about my height. He was wearing sunglasses at the happy hour. They were like blue tinted lenses.
Oh, so he's like 6'4", 285 pounds.
Shut up, bro.
Oh man. Let's see here. Look at this.
What stocks are performing well today? Because tech is not. Amazon is doing well. Google is doing well.
Yeah, you know what? You know what has a really good weekly chart finally, but it's just been underwater for so long. Is Intel, INTC.
Oh yeah, dude. The government owns 10% of it now.
So yeah, so I think that's finally the real catalyst. I looked at the weekly chart yesterday before earnings. I was like, wow, this actually looks pretty good. They got another pop on earnings, so maybe it'll finally kind of have its year. It's can do for. You know what else is really actually super beat up? I just saw earlier on Twitter is UPS. UPS is like
about that on Twitter.
Like been eating shit, dude, for forever now. And it's like, the valuation, blah, 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 blah.
I joined you on the long too, just so you know, just now.
Okay.
I'm on ES though.
Okay.
Yep. I see some of the chat saying, no, Steven, that's great though. 9K lucid payout, bro. It's awesome.
That's killer, bro. 9K that's awesome. Lucid, nothing bad to say about them, man. Yep. Nothing bad to say.
I heard they got a little bit of a dumpster fire with the AWS outage.
They did. Okay, actually, I guess that's the only bad thing I could say. Like, it was just like, it was crazy how they navigated it. It just seemed like it hit them harder than other firms. And
it did seem like that.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
So it was really strange in that sense because it did that. Oh man, this is probably gonna come take me out, dude. See, this is why it does this bullshit, dude. It does this bullshit. Gets super close, pins on news. It's gonna fail, or it holds here and keeps going. I don't know, dude. It's just slow.
ES is still holding VWAP, so I feel okay with ES. I wouldn't bail on it yet. Give yourself some time.
Oh yeah, and you know what? I want to make sure I'm not a degen today after stream. Look at this. Boom.
Let me stop myself from being crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking own it, dude. I don't want to be stupid. But okay, well, let me make that $1,000 back after stream.
No. Okay.
Not today.
All right. So I got one win on the Ignite accounts. That's max profit and done. Looking for my second win here, everybody. I want to show you, Tanner, actually really quick while we're still both in this trade. So here's my position here. I wanted to show you my Wednesday trade because you mentioned that you sniped it out of the bottom there. Look at this. This was my Wednesday. So we had that range down at like 65. It was.
Oh my God, your first trade there. Is that right at the open?
It's not. It's actually at 10:15. So it's an hour. So I didn't catch the first one here that I think you caught right there.
Yeah, that's what I caught. Yeah.
I caught like 65, which was like it filled right here, and then I got out of VWAP right there.
Okay.
And then you look at this one, bro. 49 to 52, 2 minutes. Somehow got
wow.
And then I got the bread and butter here, the break and retest. That one's the bread and
butter.
That's
a good one. That's a good one.
Dude, I had actually a really good week too. So I had 2,300 here. On Tuesday it was 2,600. Dude, Tuesday was a fucking, these days, down 5,500. Bro, down 55. I was down 1,200 on stream. And then I got it all back. Look at this day. Long pre-market. I get stopped on that on first break of opening range here. Then I get short off of VWAP, make some of the money back to here. I get long here. I add in here and I get out here 68 to 76. Now, loss, win, and then another win here. So it was like 1,200 down, came back down 900, came back down 300, got up 400. And then, dude, look, one more. I'll show you the end of the day. I had 2 more trades even later in the day. Long, working off of opening range high here, 79 to 87. So then this was that last long, then another one. And then even later in the day. So I was just seeing the longs well, hitting the pullbacks. Look, off of New York VWAP again, 78 to 84. So I've fucking went down to fucking almost max profit.
Yeah, killer.
It doesn't happen that often. So
the comeback ones, I always feel like the meme of that guy that's smoking the cigarette standing outside going like, that's how I feel every time I come back from a crazy red day. I'm like, oh god.
They don't talk about that, bro. They don't want you to know that as a trader, you're going to have to fucking fight it out some days. Like today, we were in that long with the guys with me on ES. Boom, make the money. You could walk away. But it ain't like that every day, bro. Like some days you're going to thug it out. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. It depends, like, how much you want to grind it out, how much you're respecting risk and stuff like that. And just go from there with it,
Yep.
It's how it is with it. But okay, getting a little bit of recovery. See, this is my only little bit of saving grace here is, again, it's just so bullish. Like, look at, like, we're holding all these VWAPs. It's really slow. It's really slow, but it's doing what it should. And I think that's
a new all-time high on ES right there in that last minute.
There you go. Yeah. It's really hard for a lot of traders to accept that sometimes. That's why, like, I don't like to manage my position so tightly. You're the same way. You'll let it breathe and do its thing.
I'll let it breathe. Well, because, like, look at it. Like, when I look at this, I'm looking at this blue line, this New York VWAP, and I'm saying, who's in control today? Buyers or sellers? It's buyers. Well, do I have the potential for this thing to suck lower and stop me out? Yeah, at any moment. But I don't know when that's coming. All I know is what has happened. It's been buyers. So if it keeps going and I don't take anything off of this, I'm a bitch. I'm not doing my job. You know what I'm saying? You got to play what's in, not what you want to happen, but what is happening.
Exactly. That's all. Yeah, exactly.
You do that well. Like, you see your levels. I don't want it to, if it comes to the level, I got to do something. I got to do it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Again, it's like, I was asked this question actually this week of, like, I did the podcast with Mike from Traders Post.
I did one too.
Yeah. So he was asking me, like, just about the journey and stuff, and I was like, what I'm really excited about is, I just hit 6 years, and, like, obviously monetarily, I'm finally starting to see some, like, like my breakout year, quote unquote. I was like, but I'm really excited for, like, my skill level of trading at 10 years, right? And, like, and beyond 15, like, whatever. It's just like my skill is going to keep getting better. And I know as a byproduct of that, I will make more money. So I'm not, like, of course, obviously everyone wants to make money. That's why we're doing this. We're excited to make money. But, like, the skill itself is what creates the money. And so it's like, I'm excited to get really good at the skill, because it's almost like something no one can ever take from me also. It's like, it's all here. It's like, it's like no one can take my skill of trading and understanding the markets and stuff. So
yeah, and then it becomes something that you can always use to generate income, where, like, people who want the income from trading don't have the skill usually in the beginning to do so. You know what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate, but it just does take a long time to get the experience in markets to understand how to move the money properly. As simple as that sounds, that's what we're doing. You know what I mean? Where's the opportunity? How do you take advantage of that opportunity? Those are the two questions. Where's the opportunity now? Well, you're finding it in leaps, you're finding it in zero DTE, you're finding it in prop trading. So you have to find the opportunity and then have the skills to take it. And like that's where experience takes time to put those two things together.
For sure. Okay, that's a really good point too, because the idea of like what markets are you trading, what products are you trading? Do you understand the product, right? And that's why in the beginning it's not smart for people to kind of hop around so many things. Like I got really good at options, and I would say like mastered options for the style that I trade them initially. Then I spent like a whole year of like going backwards to learn futures and really didn't trade options at all. But I had to go through that. And like, what's sick, dude? Remember like the days I talked about this on the podcast too with Mike, is the days where I call it like you're in the lab or you're in the cave, and it's like, it's 10 p.m. at night or 11 p.m. at night, and you're just like deep into researching and trying to understand like about. That's how I felt like when I was like trading futures for the first time and like learning about it. I was like, all right, what's the letter at the end of the contract mean, right? Like how does this work? How does that work? Like I'm trying to understand all of that. And like that's kind of a cool feeling and something like you have to go through at your stage in your journey, because it's like you got to just go in the lab and do that. I tell that too for people with mentorship. I'm like, your first 6 months of trading, you should not have a mentor. I believe you should just be deep in the YouTube hole learning about the basics. I really truly believe that.
To you, like, what do you get sucked down and like
what do you get sucked into? What do you have interest in? There's so many markets to trade, so many things that we can learn about.
That's a really good point, bro, because it's like, think about how many people see someone making money and they're like, like I think about my barber and I'm like, he's like, yo, I'm thinking about getting into trading. Well, he sees me trading. Who knows if he's going to want to trade the same way that I trade? What if he's a reversal guy like you and I'm not? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you just see a guy making money, you follow him. That might not be the best thing for you.
Exactly. It's like there's a million ways to skin the cat, and like whatever suits you the best. I have a client right now, one-on-one client. Dude, he's ripping $3,000 to $5,000 a day on credit spreads.
No way.
Literally crushing it on credit spreads, but he's doing coaching with me for futures, because he's like, I just want to learn more about futures. I've taken a couple of payouts with Top Step. Like I'm just, I'm trying to build up these accounts and just kind of do it. He trades full time. But I was like, dude, you're ripping it. And he's been on like a tear too. He actually just had his first red day in 5 weeks.
Wow.
Coaching with
you see that, I'm sure, more and more. Like I attract more and more of those clients as I get older too. You get these guys that they maybe have made money trading options and now they want to get into futures prop trading. And they probably already learned the hard way that when they learned options, going at it by yourself ain't the best idea. Right. So they knew they needed the mentorships, and then they come into futures like, yo, just give me the shortcut, bro. Let's go. That's like the best client, because then you're like, okay, this person knows the value of coaching.
Correct. Exactly. Yeah. Because they understand the market a bit more. They understand the product a bit more. And I love it when people actually listen, because his big thing, he's like, all right, well, because he's not like mastered futures in any way. He's only taken like a couple of payouts. So he's like, when should I start adding like more props, more accounts, more? And I was like, let's focus on one set of accounts first, one prop, like take, because even with the whole buffer thing too, I think a lot of people are so eager to like, I want to build, like, in your mind, it sounds great. Build this big buffer in all these accounts. And then like, you kind of just continue to use it as an ATM. It sounds really nice. Like,
I don't know about that.
But but like realistically, I told him, I was like, he's trading Top Step. I was like, get the accounts to $5,500 each. Take out $1,000 per account. You're trading 5 accounts. Take out $1,000 per account. Leaves you with the same 4,500 buffer, and at least you have $5,000 in your pocket now, just in case. Because like, if you build those accounts up to like $8,000 or something like that, and you randomly go on tilt and do something stupid one day, you're just going to be so upset that you didn't take a payout initially and put something in your pocket, bro. I'm like, that's
so well said.
That's what you're going to be pissed about, and what's going to make you more upset, right? Versus, let's say you pull out $5,000, you have 4,500. Maybe for some reason now, like you fuck up or whatever, go on tilt, but at least you put $5,000 in your pocket, and it's like the day is not ruined type of deal,
Yep. This grind here, that's well said. This grind, bro, like this 1 minute action on ES with no sellers, and then these orders up here on the book map just makes me pretty confident it wants to make a push for ES into the 68.40-ish area.
Yeah, RTY, as slow as it is, it's doing what it should. Like that, the fact that 5 minute bar got eaten up now and we're back to the highs of it, really good. Like, do I want to fold? Now here's the question: if I don't end up getting target here, I feel like it's irresponsible for me to let this trade go red now, because
I would agree with that on a Friday on a good week. I always
I'll probably go like, Yeah, we're getting really close here as it's kind of like starting to push into it. I almost want to take off one, dude.
Do it.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to take off one, but part of me is like, don't be a bitch. Sit the grind.
We're not getting information that says it's supposed to come down. Could it? Yes. But like we're getting information, in my opinion, no more news.
You know what? I think I'm just going to take all of it, bro. I'm kind of over it.
Then do it.
I took it.
Your fingers are on the button. Do it. Yeah.
I took it. 961. I'm over it. We swept the full team high here.
Dude, I was in a trade yesterday and I didn't catch as much of the long. I was like break even until the afternoon. And then I hit another trade. I got out of the trade and it kept moving in my favor, but I was like, I'm done. Like I'm too distracted. I can feel it. That's another thing experience teaches you. It's like, stop, bro. Just, it's okay. Get out, take the fucking, cool, be done. You got to feel that self-awareness of like, how are you mentally? Where are you at?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and this is the thing too. Like, I'm just content with it. And also I've just seen RTY do too much bullshit like this. So I'm like, it could maybe still fail. Yeah, I could still grind higher, but I don't care. $1,000, 961, let's call it. Let's go here. Lockout all day. Boom. No more fuckery. That's it. W's. We'll take it. Take the W. So
yeah, like this, bro. Look at this action yesterday. So I'm sitting in this trade, take the long here, add it into it on this second green arrow here. And then I'm out in profit here, out in profit here. And then on this one, I'm still in profit because now since I added in, my buy price was lower and I'm just like, I'm done. But like it kept going higher, but I'm just like, I got meetings. I'm done. I went from down 330 to break even. Done.
Yeah.
I'll come back. And I did.
I crushed my short. I sniped yesterday. We were going like straight up. I fucking sniped the most insane, my classic, like, you know, the very edge. Like, how'd you do that? We're going straight up type of deal. I'll pull it up right here. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, this was my afternoon trade at like 1:15. I caught the retest. I added in. It fucking ripped. I got in at 70. I was out at 75 at the highs, and it went fucking way higher.
Check this out. Pull up my screen real quick. Look at this snipe from yesterday. Right into my level, 25, 180. I waited for the entire push up all morning. Shorted right here, like, you know, as we push down below 180s. Kept my stop just at the highs. As we pull, I'm on stream with Isaac. We pull into 100s. I was like, you know what? We're getting really close to VWAP. We've been going straight up all morning. I was like, 60 points. Nothing crazy. I was like, but if this reverses right here, it totally could because we're so strong. I was like, I'm just going to take it. That's kind of where like the intuition came in play, and it was VWAP, strong day, and then of course ends up reversing. But I'm like, damn, I sniped a 60-point short on like a straight up day. It's kind of gnarly.
It's nasty. Still, it's good though. Yeah, let me let's do this duck race before I forget everybody. We got everybody's name. We have how many people here? It looks like 60 or so, 70 entered. So good amount. Good amount. I'm only doing 10 seconds, everybody, so not as suspenseful as Tanner's. But if you're listening in here and you're on X on YouTube, this giveaway is for our ASFX TV subscribers. You can get your first month free with the link in my bio. Everybody gets a free month to come hang out, stream with us, get access to our courses. And we do these giveaways for our members every Friday. Thanks to the sponsor, Top One Futures.
Oh, Pink Duck coming up, Roberts.
Mike Roberts.
Tony Montana.
Tony Ribeiro, my guy. Very nice, Tony. Congrats, brother. I'll make sure we get you this account. Shout out again to Top One Futures for making that happen for us. Tony, very nice, buddy. Very nice. Yeah, look at now. Look at 68.39. Like I was saying, that 40.
Yo, I might have intuitively sold at the perfect spot. I might have intuitively sold it. No, that's my old screenshot. I might have intuitively sold at the perfect spot.
Sometimes it be like that, bro.
I'm going to share this one if I'm going to do it. Oops. You got to throw my screen back up.
Oh, you took it off?
Yeah, sorry. It was my screenshot.
No, you're good. Yeah, so you coming down a little bit there?
You sold it right here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Wow. That might be intuition there.
Maybe.
You know what helped me on that was the 15-second chart.
Yeah, right. Shut up, bro.
This overshoot of the 30-second right here. Look at this.
Are you done now? I'm sure someone's wondering. Are you done? Will you stop?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm locked out. I'm done. I took I have those two top step accounts that are like ATMs right now, where I'm just base hitting $150 like an Asia session just to get the days to collect the 5K. Yep. I also have Lucids on the side that I've taken quite a bit of payouts from these, and those I've been base hitting 1,000 per account, which I know sounds kind of gnarly, but I'm doing it super aggressive. I'm doing like fucking 5 minis in Asia or like 8 minis in Asia on NQ, ripping
Nice.
it. I'm going Austin mode, dude. Actually on those accounts, I'm doing negative risk to reward. I'm aiming for $1,000. I'm risking 2,500. And most of the time, because of my skill level now, like intuitively, I can like get on the right side of the trade, like pretty much anywhere. Like there are some spots where I'm like, oh, I really have no fucking clue here.
Yep.
But there's other times where I'm like, oh, okay, this is in support. I could buy it here. I can catch, 8 points to the upside for a bounce real quick.
Sure.
So, dude, I've been doing that and it's been working really well. Obviously, it's super aggressive and like not the cleanest, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm basically like sim farming those accounts. Like,
Right.
I pretty much am. But that's why I like to have a set. If anyone out there trades multiple different props, have one set of accounts that's like you're super strict. You review, you're trading your strategy, you're doing what you're supposed to do. That's what I do here on the stream with you guys. Like, and I trade my top 1 accounts like that. Like, I try to be as strict as I can. Really, really just dial with it. My other side accounts, I know they're side accounts. I know I will blow them. I know I will kind of do that and go through that. So it's like I understand that aspect. And a lot of people don't understand that. They try to either copy trade all of them at once or this or that. And I'm just like, no, I get it. Like, I'm like, I could fuck up, like for sure, and lose it, but it's kind of part of it. So,
okay, well, if you're done, bro, I'll let you go. I'll finish out with everybody, see how this trade goes. You get the weekend started. I appreciate you coming on with me, keeping me company while everybody's on vacation.
Yeah, dude, for sure. I'm always down to shoot the shit for sure.
Oh, dude,
I'll talk.
We'll chat later today, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll chat with you at the top of the hour. Yeah, chat with you soon.
All right, thanks, buddy. Yeah, that was a great exit, great trade, great giveaways. We got 2 top 1 futures giveaways done this morning, which is great. AJ, yep. Kenneth says, as long as your bias is correct and your stops are above highs, below liquidity sweeps. Okay. Hector, great stuff. Yeah. Tanner, great read this morning. So let's see. If we're taking a look at ES this morning now, as markets are pulling back to VWAP a little bit, let's see how they react here. We'd like to see, if you're long, you'd like to see both these VWAPs hold. We've got the news VWAP in yellow, and we got the New York VWAP in blue. And I do see some questions about what is this program on the left side here. This is called Bookmap. This shows us where the orders are currently and where they're coming in and off of in the centralized exchange through the CME. So if you're a futures trader, this is one of the really, really powerful tools that we can use, where if you're trading in an unregulated market like Forex, you can't get anything like Bookmap. So, but I feel pretty good about this trade still, even if it was to pull back into 25. I'd like to see 25, 24 hold and us make another push back into this 40. 68, 40 is really what I'm looking at, always because of the Bookmap, right? We've got a ton of contracts at 39, So if we can make a push into the 40s or the 39s, maybe we'll look to take this trade there, see how hard it'll push. That'd be a $300 win across the 5 accounts. So I'm going to hang out with you guys for a little bit longer. Remember, everybody, we had Zarb on stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week in the afternoon. We're back with that next week as well. So that's going to be a regular thing for us now. And Zach's course is ready. So that will be out probably next week. I know some of you have been asking me about that on our regular streams on IFVG TV. That'll be out next week. Is there any type of indicator on TradingView that shows similar data to Bookmap? Not that I know of. It's a good question, AJ. I don't think so, though. I don't know. I think the best thing to do if you're interested in Bookmap, I get it for the deal that I have with the discount link in the description here. You can get it for, I think it's like $150 for 3 months. If you do 3 months with Bookmap, you'll know if you want it or not. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. If you click this link, you'll see. Close all this. Yeah, right there. So you can see we have Global Plus, these special offers here. So you can get Global Plus for the quarter for $157 and then decide if you want to keep it or not. So that's the way that I learned to Bookmap, just watching it. A while ago, I heard you talk about a trade management course. Any updates on that? It's something we're thinking about. Right now, we've been really focused on getting Zach's course out. While we're sitting in this long, let me just show you yesterday's trades again, just to go over it. Basically passed a TPT challenge, had a pre-market short here on the Ignites, got that up 224 yesterday. And then on the funded accounts, remember, I tried to fade the opening range, breaking back in, trading back to VWAP. That failed. Took the loss on that. I was down like 330 on that trade with you guys. Then I got back to break even with this one, took the long on the opening range high and New York VWAP retest, added in here as we held with a higher low now, took some in profit here, took some in profit here, and closed it there, basically covering the 330 loss back to break even. By 11:15, I was like, I'm done. I'm like burnt out. I need to stop for the morning. So I did. I just walked away, did some meetings, didn't need to do anything else. And then I came back at 1:15 after my workout and found this easy long. Bought the retest of the high of day VWAP. I like when the high of day is set and we have a good chunk of time to get in on a retest after. Like I just like this setup. I like this low holding as my stop loss. I know there could be a higher low like this, so I'm just putting the stop at the previous low, added into this thing too. So I got it at 70 and 71, and then I was out at 75, and it ended up going higher, but it's okay. I ended up going, again, red back to green. So fought my way back a little bit there on Thursday, did really well. On Wednesday was even better, man. Wednesday was just carving it up. Caught this long. I showed you guys, caught this long, right? Caught this short. This was trade of the week right here for me because this thing dumped even lower. This was trade of the week. That was a really, really good VWAP retest. If you're looking to trade similar, like, yeah, look at that. Caught it on the Ignite accounts too. If you're looking to trade similar to these setups that you're seeing me show you, spend time this weekend on Futures 101 and 2.0. That's the best thing I can tell you to do. We built these courses for a reason. That's why we're dropping another one from Zach. This is free. Futures 2.0 is the follow-up that you have to be signed up for, but you get a free month. If you're watching this, click the link in my bio. You get a free month to come do this. So we have a whole month to watch these videos. And then you tune into the live streams with us like this, and you'll actually see the concepts applied in the real market. Imagine that. So I think it's a really good opportunity for those of you that are not consistent yet. Take this time this weekend, watch Futures 101, take the free month, get with us for Monday, and we'll stack some wins together, get you on the right side of VWAP, get you on the right side of things. These trades are so dope. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, saw the week really well. Like just in its entirety. And it started with Tuesday, man, because Tuesday was down so bad and I dug it all the way back to max profit. I don't have days like that, right? Where we lose and then we win, we win, we win. It was like one big loss minus 1,200 and then a win 300, a win 500, a win 300, another win 200. And then it finished with this win right here, 78 to 84. Crazy. Really good reads. Like I just stuck with my longs a little bit this week. Monday kind of kickstarted that, hit this on the challenge account. Remember Monday we had the Project X issue, so we were only trading challenge accounts. Hit that, so that was good. And then we went over yesterday already. So yesterday, minus 330, then back to green. So then like my week here, if we take a look at the week, you can see I don't have the Ignite accounts on here. So this is just the instant fundeds, but like I'm almost halfway to a payout on these things in 3 days. So it's been a really good week for me. For me, that's a good week. 65% trade win rate, 1.7 profit factor. Like that's where I need to be. So, and I'm still holding this long because there's still orders up at 68.40 and I'm looking to see if those will fill. I like my stop at 18. I'm not doing anything to this. If 68.40 was not as hot, I would be looking to get out of this trade because now we're under VWAP, but we also have the news VWAP that could act as support here too. So I'm not just going to bail. This is why you have a stop loss. Let it cut the trade. Otherwise, we may find support in here, making another higher low before we leg back into the 40s, back into these orders up here. Armando said, Futures 1 and 2, so helpful. AJ said, I've got to finish up 2.0 this weekend. Started with my dries. Yeah. You'll get through it, AJ. You're doing great, though. You're seeing it well already. When you set risk parameters, they follow. Yep, Santiago, they don't copy over, but it will take you out of all the trades. So like when I'm copy trading here, I have a max profit target of $600. It will take me out of the trades in all the accounts that are copy traded together, but it will only lock out the master account. So it will not lock the other accounts that are copied to it, if that's what you're asking. What time is it? 3 minutes till 10:30? I'm going to stay on a little bit longer with you guys just because we're in this trade. Otherwise, I'd be taking my green on my Ignite accounts and I'd be done. Max profit almost on those, $10, $9 short of max profit. So that was a really nice win. Caught that nice pop. So of course I'm going to try the longs again until we get information that they're not working, which may be coming in right now. Not going to be married to the longs. If it don't work, it don't work. I'd like to see this news VWAP hold. Any other questions as we get ready to wrap things up here? Any other questions for me before we finish for the week? We'll be back on Monday. We got a full week of streams next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Zach will be on in the afternoon for the Kill Zone. Again, I just emphasize to everybody, if you're watching this, please go watch Futures 101. Go to www.asfx.tv. It's the link in my bio. Spend some time on that this weekend. You will thank yourself next week. Give us a week, okay? It'll take you 2 or 3 hours to watch Futures 101, maybe another 2 or 3 hours to watch Futures 2.0, and then show up to the streams. And tell me by next Friday you don't understand VWAP. You'd be lying. You'd be lying. Angel, out of here. One and done. Looking for more. Nice. See you, buddy. Nap that. Take a nap before the haircut, dude. Nice. Yeah, so you see here holding news VWAP a little bit. So that's good. It's a good sign. Remember, yellow VWAP is anchored to the 8:30 CPI news. When we look at this just like on a bigger picture too, like this, and you look at like the longs I made money on here, we know this could make a higher low and continue higher here. Like I feel pretty good about this long. And it hasn't given me a lot of reason to not like it yet. I think if it comes down into here, then we are reconsidering the direction here. Right. Also looking at the Mag 7 here, starting to get more green over here. Tesla's the only thing left red. So I think that also kind of confirms the long bias a little bit. And then you got the bookmap orders too. Let's see what happens here at the 10:30 candle. How's the 15-minute look? It's a good pullback. Healthy. I'd like to see it hold this area though. That's what I'm saying. Like I like my stop loss. If my stop gets taken, I don't want to be long at the top anymore. Emil said, how do you look at such a thick order above? Will it act as resistance? I don't care what it does. I just look at it to see if it's going to be a magnet to pull us towards it because it wants to fill. So to me, I'm just looking at it as a magnet. I don't know what it's going to do when it gets there. And the longer it takes to get there, the more I'll try to get out before we get there. Like the orders right now are at 40, right underneath 40. That's right here. I would probably try to get out of this thing maybe in here and be locking my stop and going risk-free in case it hits that resistance and comes down. You know what I'm saying? Good question. But it's coming lower here. So if I get taken out on this, it's only $500. I might look for another trade as the day goes on. I might just take this and still take the green week and just walk off. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the accounts this week, you can see up 1,100. So I can afford to walk away red 500 today, still be green this week. I'd like to get outside and get off the desk. Been at the desk all week, you know? Yep, it's sliding a little bit here. Okay, I'll take that loss. All right, everybody. Overall, good stream. Green on one account, max profit. Small loss here on the instant fundeds. Nothing really to sweat. So cut it. George is out. Nice, nice. Beautiful. Okay, good. I'm happy with that. Everybody, I'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend. Futures 101 and 2.0. Don't be slacking. I'm watching. I know who's watching. Thanks for being here. I'll see you guys on Monday.